Hey there! Welcome to Understanding Common Core Math. This video series is designed for parents and teachers who are looking to better understand the Common Core and are looking to find ways to support kids in their development of math skills. The standard that we are going to look at in this video is K.CC.B.4. This standard is broken into 3 parts, and we will address each part of the standard. In general, though, this standard deals with recognizing that each number has an associated quantity and that each number is one larger than the number that comes before it. The first part of this standard involves matching up numbers and objects when counting. For example, suppose that there are some paper clips lying on a table. In order to count up the paper clips, you start with the first paper clip and say the number 1. Then you move on to the second paper clip and say the number 2. The third paper clip corresponds to the number 3, and so on. Each additional paper clip corresponds to the next number in the counting sequence. The key to understanding this portion of the standard is recognizing that there is a one-to-one relationship between the count and the corresponding number. To help your student develop his or her counting skills, ask him or her to count objects around the house. After counting the objects, ask how many were present. This will help to reinforce that the number they ended on represents how many objects were counted. Here is an example to illustrate this portion of the standard. Look at the set of rectangles on the screen. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Each rectangle was paired with a single number. This allowed us to figure out that there were a total of 6 rectangles on the screen. In general, this part of the standard is pretty simple. The idea is to reinforce the process of counting. Let's take a look at the second part of the standard, which states, understand that the last number name said tells the number of objects counted. Really, we have already tackled this in the example we just completed. The key to this part of the standard is comprehending that the number you count to corresponds to the number of objects that have been counted. The other piece to this portion of the standard is recognizing that the count of a number of objects does not change regardless of the arrangement of the objects or the manner in which we count them. Let's go back to the rectangle example. Count them up, but in a different way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Notice that we still ended up with a total of 6 rectangles. That's it. Neither the arrangement of the rectangles nor the way that they are counted affects how many objects are present. It's still 6. The final part of this standard deals with recognizing that each successive number is one larger than the previous number. If I have $6 and you have $7, then you have one more dollar than me. If Bob has 3 dogs as pets, but Sam has 4 dogs, then Sam has one more dog than Bob. By the same token, if 15 cookies are on the counter and you eat 1, leaving only 14 cookies on the counter, then there is 1 less cookie since 14 is 1 smaller than 15. The purpose of this portion of the standard is to help students develop a strong sense of what the quantity 1 means. In upcoming grade levels, students will work with fractions and decimals, which represent parts of 1. So if your student is able to comprehend the meaning of the quantity 1, then working with fractions and decimals will be much easier. Ultimately, the best way to help students meet this standard is to have them practice counting. Have them count objects, and after counting them up, ask them how many objects were present. Also, give them situations where they need to compare 2 successive numbers. For example, which number is bigger, 19 or 20? Be sure to ask how many more the bigger number is. How much bigger is 20 than 19? Although it may not seem like a big deal, helping students develop a sense of what the quantity 1 means will provide a strong foundation for their number sense and for understanding how many each number represents. I hope that this video provided some clarity about the meaning of this Common Core standard. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and check out the other videos in the series. Thanks for watching.